In this video, I want to talk about a problem that I have seen quite a few times on a few videos from people who realistically don't know what they're doing. And in some cases, it's almost like the blind leading the blind when you have thousands of viewers that are saying, this is the best channel, this is the best job, and you're the greatest. And all of that can make it seem like the information in the video is valid and would meet all of your local building codes, but that's not always going to be the case. I cannot stress this enough. You've got to do more research if you don't know what you're doing. And if you don't do enough research and you think that these other people do know what they're doing, then in reality, you deserve what happens to you. There's no way around it. Because some of these construction, remodeling, and repair videos fall more into the entertainment category than into the improving your knowledge and skills. So let's go ahead and get started with a problem that I have seen more than once, and that's going to be when someone is remodeling or making over a stairway and they go to remove the tread, nosing, and install a new tread on top of the original treads. And here's the problem that it's going to create at the bottom most of the time if you do not add any materials to the bottom or lower floor. And that, of course, would be a 3/4 of an inch difference in the total rise between the bottom step and the next step. And most building codes allow for a 3/8 of an inch maximum variation. However, your local building code or building and safety department might not allow that. Their variation could be smaller or taller, and the only way you're going to find out is by contacting them and not watching another video to figure out if that person is telling the truth. And yes, this problem can easily be solved by adding 3/4 of an inch, or at the very least 3/8 of an inch if you're allowed a 3/8 of an inch maximum variation in your riser height. So again, to make this perfectly clear, if you add materials to the top of an existing stairway, then you might need to modify the bottom of the stairway. And let's not forget about the top, because you're going to have to add the same to the top. And as a word of advice, I would grab a couple of treads and spread them out where you think they're going to go and measure everything to make sure that you are not going to be exceeding the maximum variation in between steps according to your local building and safety codes. And this won't be too difficult. You're just going to grab 2 steps. You're going to put one here, and then measure the distance. Write it down on a piece of paper and then work your way down the stairway. Because if your local building department says you're allowed 3/8 of an inch and you have a 1/2 of an inch difference in one of these steps, then you can plan on doing some additional remodeling and repair work to your stairway. Now, of course, this isn't the only problem that I have found lately, but it is definitely one that I felt like I had to mention. So I'm just going to leave it at that. If you are going to do any modifications to a stairway, then at the very least, make sure that all of the riser heights are going to be the same size or fall within the maximum variation for your local building codes.